All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. We got a few games on the NBA slate tonight. It is January 11th. We got a Wednesday. We're going to jump into each and every game like we do every single day. I'm going to give you my lean. I'll give you what I'm thinking. We'll talk about the game. But if you guys are looking for what I'm actually going to be rolling with tonight, if you want to ride with me or if you want to fade me, because we did not hit last night, guys, my final plays will be in the pinned comment, so make sure to check that out. It's updated throughout the day, always in by game time. But yeah, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We got the ride of the day from Oscar yesterday. He had Jaden Ivey over 0.53 points made. Ivey cashes that pretty early in the first quarter, I believe. So shout out to Oscar, guys. If you do want a shout out in tomorrow's video, all you got to use is hashtag ride of the day in the comments. You got to use the hashtag ride of the day and give me an absolute lock, and then you guys will get a shout out, win or loss, in the next video if I do end up jumping on board with you. But let's jump into it. Like I said, a few games on the NBA slate, I believe 8 to be exact. We got the Wizards hosting the Bulls here. Wizards right now 1-point favorites at home. Totals at 230 right now. We look at the injury report because there has been injuries for both of these teams as of late. DeMar DeRozan is questionable. He left last game with his quad injury against the Celtics. He's questionable tonight. Alex Cruiser upgraded to probable. Bradley Beal still out. Kristaps Porzingis, Daniel Gafford, and Corey Kispert all questionable for the Wizards. Even without Chicago in this one, I do like, or even without DeMar DeRozan in this one, I do like Chicago getting points. They've been playing really well. They only lost by 8 to the Celtics, so they covered their final line there. But yeah, they've been covering left and right as of late. They're 4-1 in their last 5 games against the spread, 8-4 straight up in their last 12. I think they're playing some good basketball, so I'm going to lean towards Chicago here, getting points. And in terms of a total, I kind of like the under in this one. Moving on, we have Detroit taking on the Timberwolves. Detroit getting 7 points here at home. Totals at 228.5. In their last 10 games, this Minnesota team's 5-5 against the spread. On the road, 2-3 in their last 5 against the spread. Detroit 3-7 against the spread in the last 10. We have ourselves a garbage game, ladies and gentlemen, here. Minnesota has won 4 straight games, but the competition hasn't really been there. Houston, Clippers, Portland, Denver. You can make an argument for obviously the Clippers and Denver, but really no like stellar team that they've beat. Boston they lost to. Milwaukee they lost to earlier this month or late last month there. So this Minnesota Timberwolves team, I'm not totally sold on them yet. Anthony Edwards is questionable tonight. I'm going to take the Pistons and the point with the I guess the caveat that Isaiah Stewart plays, Jalen Duren plays, and Bojan Bogdanovic play. Those guys are all questionable for tonight's game. So if they're a go, I'm going to be on the Pistons side of this thing, taking the points. In terms of a total, I don't have much of a lean on this one, but I guess I would lean over. All right, Knicks hosting the Pacers here. Knicks 4-point favorites at home. These are two teams that are playing pretty good basketball as of right now. Last time they played, it was a pick'em, and the Knicks won 109-106 in their last 10 here. This Pacers team is really impressing. 8-1-1 against the spread. They're 5-0-1 at home in their last 6 and 3-1 against the spread in their last 4 on the road here. I like the over in this game. We've been cashing Knicks overs as of late. 228 is asking for a decent amount, but I do like the over. And then 4 points, I'm telling you guys, when I say I'm kind of split, I'm slightly maybe like 0.5% leaning towards the Pacers here. If anything, I do think that the Pacers are my play here. If RJ Barrett is a no-go, he's on the injury report right now for the Knicks, I definitely do like the Pacers a little bit more. But yeah, I'm gonna lean Pacers, but really I'd probably like the over in this game overall. All right, we got the Atlanta Hawks hosting the Bucks. The Hawks are 19-21 this season. Bucks 26-14. Hawks 2.5-point dogs on their own floor here. Total sitting at 234. This Milwaukee team, or at least Giannis, let us down with a player prop a couple nights back. And the last time these two teams played in mid-November, Atlanta won 121-106. But Milwaukee's bounced back a little bit here. They've won 5 of their last 6 games here. 3 of their last 4 they've covered. 3 of their last 4, and the Hawks are just too inconsistent as of right now. So 2.5 points. I envision this Milwaukee team, though they came back against New York, they were losing for the majority of that game. I expect them to come out with a little bit of fire and say, we can't go down early. We cannot exhaust all resources just to come back and win the game by 4 points or so. So I'm going to lean Milwaukee. Hopefully hopefully they learn something against that New York team, and they can get this win today. In terms of a total, 234.5, I don't really have a play. I don't love many totals today, but I just want to be transparent with you guys. All right, my Boston Celtics here, 9.5-point favorites, taking on the Pelicans. Brandon Ingram and Zion still out here. Herb Jones downgraded to doubtful. Marcus Smart and Robert Williams both questionable for Boston. 10 points. Is it asking for a lot? Yes. Can the Celtics get it done? They can also do that. Yes. Now, they're 7-3. Against, or just straight up in their last 10, but they're 4-6 against the spread. Luckily, they're playing a Pelicans team that 1 is injured and 2 has not been trending that great against the spread here in the last 6 games. They are 2-4 here on the road. They're 2-3 against spread in their last 5. So I'm going to lean towards the Celtics. I don't think this becomes a final play, but what I do like is the over 229.5. I like that more than picking either side here. All right, Grizzlies taking on the Spurs. Grizzlies 13.5-point favorites. It's just a crazy high number. Makes sense though, obviously. Grizzlies were they, 11-point favorites when these two teams played just 2 nights ago, and they end up winning by, I think it was like 8 or something like that. So they almost covered. Nothing saying that they wouldn't cover this game. But that being said, I see Ja Morant. He is going to play here. 11.5 points. 11.5 points. Do I feel comfortable? Or 13.5. Jeez. Screw it. We're going psycho alert alarm. Imagine the sound drop right now. We're leaning Spurs plus 13.5. I don't care that Ja's coming back. I was going to say Memphis. I have in my notes Memphis minus 13.5. But you know what? Sometimes you just got to trust your gut. And I got a big old gut to trust. Spurs plus 13.5 here. Under 237.5 for my lean as well. All right, Kings taking on the Rockets. Kings 9-point favorites. Totals at 239. I like the under in this one as well, just because that is such a high number. This Kings team, no injuries. Also no injuries on the Houston side of things, but Houston has seemingly gotten to a point where they may be giving up. 1-6 against the spread in their last 7. They're 0-7 in their last 7. This Kings team ain't much better, but we know that they do have plenty of talent here. So I'm going to lean Kings minus the 9 points. I wish that we can get this at a better number. I think it opened at 9.5, so maybe it's trending in the direction that we want, but I'm going to lean Kings here minus the points. And like I said, I like the under as well. All right, last game on the slate. We got the Nuggets taking on the Suns here. As of right now, Denver opened up at 12.5-point favorites. I don't have an updated line, but I do think that is a lot of points to give. This Phoenix team, Chris Paul's questionable. Devin Booker's out. They got a win against Golden State. Was it last night or the night before where, Golden State was like 10-point favorites, 12-point favorites. So can the Suns do it again? I don't think so. I think this Denver team has looked pretty damn good. Whooping up on the Clippers, then a couple nights later, they whoop up on the Lakers. I like the Clippers in this one. Minus 12.5 is a huge number. We'll see where that line shakes out to, but I'm going to lean, did I say Clippers? I like the Nuggets in this game here. I like Denver. So, in terms of a total there, I don't have an updated total line either. We did pull these screenshots like 30 minutes ago or so, but in terms of a total, if it is like the opening 228.5, I'm gonna lean the over in that one. And that is all I have for you guys today. Hope you guys do enjoy the video. Hopefully the quality's not that bad. We're in the parking garage, but we got a nice little, sunny, natural light space making my eyes pop. But guys, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I'll catch you guys in the next video. All right, peace out.